Recording in progress.
All right. Minute Message Mikey here, everybody. And today we're going to talk about Disney. Let's have a quick word of prayer first. Dear Lord, thank you for this time. Let this presentation accomplish that which you please, and let it not return into you void. Amen. All right. Welcome, everybody. Y'all are God's audience. Y'all are God's audience right here. Okay. So I've titled this Woe Unto Disney by Reason of Pinocchio. How Disney's Pinocchio has played its part to deceive the masses with a well-crafted formula. We'll get into that here. Okay, so let's get into it. All right, so Exodus 20, the 10 Commandments, the second commandment right here. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above. And that's to include statues of angels, right? And they're everywhere. And they're there's some good ones. There's some artistic and crafty ones that are like beautiful. It's like, wow, that's pretty nice right there. But this is not what we're supposed to have, right? And to add to that, a lot of them are female, right? They're these beautiful female angels with wings. They're nowhere in the Bible is an angel of the female variety. They're not. They're not feminine. They're men. Well, they're not men, but they're definitely masculine in their being, right? But they're definitely not women. So right there, that any likeness of anything that is in heaven above or that is in the earth beneath, and I highlighted that for a good reason, or that is in the water under the earth, like sea animals and what have you, right? Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, and I highlighted that one. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God. And this is kind of side to this message here. But visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. So if grandpa hated the Lord's going to visit you on that. It's like a generational curse type thing, right? That's a whole nother message right there to look into. And showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. And we're commanded to keep these commandments, right? Thou shalt. And what is the second commandment basically getting at? Idolatry, right? No idolatry. The first commandment is I'm the Lord your God. No idols, right? God's pretty serious about idols. And that's what this is about here. All right, so Walt Disney. Oh, Walter Disney, Mr. Disney himself. And there he is drawing a picture of Bambi. And that's funny because you'll see why here shortly. Walt Disney drawing a picture of Bambi with a big old smile on his face. Very you'll see. But and I don't know the full I don't know too much about the history of Disney. I do know what most of us all know that was fed to us for public consumption was Steamboat Willie was the first cartoon made in 1928, right? And tip of the hat to Walt Disney, the talent that it took to make this, right? Like they didn't have computers like we do now. It's 1928. They had to draw everything with a pencil by hand at an artist desk, right? Like today we got computers that just does it for you. And here soon we're all going to have the Neuralink that plugs in like a USB to the back of our brain, right? And then whatever we think of will just show up on the screen. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. It's like, Micah. Yep. It's coming. It's coming. And it's, we'll get into it. We'll get into it. So that's just a quick little overview of Disney here for this sake. All right, so that was 1928 Steamboat Willie. Fast forward to 1940, pre-World War II, right? I'd say 42 to 44 is when it started really getting hot over in Europe. But 1940, when this came out, I don't think the world really fell off a cliff yet. It's getting there though, right? So we have Disney's Pinocchio, an animated film about a Polish guy, and I'm gonna say Polish because he's got the wooden shoes, the clogs, right? So, and obviously he's a puppet maker, a puppeteer, and he makes this marionette. That's what Pinocchio is. He's a marionette. He makes this marionette with the likeness of a boy. Hmm. We just read about that. Right. But it's like, Micah, come on now. The Lord's not saying you can't make a marionette and entertain the kids out there and humor the children. No, you're absolutely right. Right. The Second Amendment, the Second Amendment, the Second Commandment. I'm getting all excited about this one. The Second Commandment is not saying you cannot make a marionette and entertain and humor the children, right? No, not at all. But what Disney takes it a step further. They really do. So you got this older guy, and you can see the wood shavings on the floor, his little hand drill right there. That's just like a metal screw on a, little hand drill right there. And then Disney, they always like to have animals everywhere to humor the kids. They got the little goldfish in the jar, which water needs to be circulating, but anyway. And then the cute little cat right there. And I like cats. I'm a cat guy. But you got Geppetto, and he makes this little boy marionette, and he's playing with him, and he's happy with it. He's happy with his work, and that's good, right? Enjoy what you do. And he puts himself to bed. He's got his jammies on, and this is that famous song, "When You Wish Upon a Star," right? Who remembers those old Super Bowl commercials? It's like, "Hey, you just won the Super Bowl. What are you gonna do?" "I'm going to Disneyland." And they play that song, "When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come to you." Sorry, y'all had to endure that. And then there's two more verses in there, but in the third one it says, "Fate is kind. She brings to those who love the sweet fulfillment of their secret longing." Fate, right? They're given characteristics to this ideological idea here. And then the last two lines of the fourth verse, "When you wish upon a star, your dreams come true," right? So you got this nice old guy, Geppetto, and he wishes that Pinocchio would become a boy, a real life boy, right? And he wishes upon a star. And just as Disney would have it in typical Disney fashion, you got this fairy godmother, Cinderella looking fairy godmother right here. And this is probably where they got Cinderella from, right? Blue dress, all sparkly with the blue band, blonde, yellow hair. And she's got this wand. She's got this power to turn this image of a boy and give it life. Huh. Where have we heard about like something where that sounds awfully familiar? Where have we heard something about that? Maybe in Revelation 13, when the image had power, excuse me, the beast had life. Oh my goodness, I'm messing this all up. Revelation 13. Yes. The life had power to the image to give it in to give it a beast, right? Yeah. The the beast had power to give life unto the image. And it's like I'm in tune to stuff like this. Like when we go out to the stores and restaurants and stuff, and they usually have, some background music playing, and there's all the ambient noise from everybody just going about. Like my ear, it's like, what song is this? Oh, I know that song. This song is about, and you usually songs are about sex, right? But I'm in tune to stuff like this. I just have like some discernment for this. So when I see, this fairy godmother that has power to give life unto this image of a little boy, I just I can't help but draw the conclusion to Revelation 13, the mark of the beast, the antichrist that's coming, right? And but Micah, this is 1940. I don't think Disney had, the mark of the beast, New World Order in mind with this agenda making this movie. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe they didn't see it, but I truly believe that there's something behind all this. I really do. And we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. And hopefully if I translate it properly, you will see as I see. It just doesn't sit well with me. It really doesn't. But it's sold as innocent and pure, right? That's how they sell it. Like it's a good thing. Geppetto's is kind man, and fate is kind, and whatever your heart desires, when you wish upon a star, it will come to you. That's bad philosophy. It's not biblical by any means. And then when you see this, and I'm going to say spirit being, right? I think it's fair to say that this fate fairy godmother is a spirit being giving life into this image here. It just doesn't settle well with me. And then you got Pinocchio, who, I'm a real boy. Say it again, Micah. I'm a real boy. And face palm. Just like, oh, this is not good. This is not good. And and for those of you who are thinking like Micah, you really took this way too far. Like you're digging way too into it. You're putting stuff there that's not there. Okay, that's fair, right? Maybe I am digging too deep into this. But one thing that no man can disagree with is the words of Habakkuk, God's prophet. Habakkuk, 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 chapter 2, verse 18 and 19, King James Version. What profiteth the graven image that the maker thereof hath graven it? The molten image and the teacher of lies, that the maker of his works trusteth therein to make dumb idols? Question mark. And I've said this in previous videos. The word dumb means unable to speak, right? So you got this maker, casting molten, liquid molten brass into an image. It's a dumb idol. It can't speak. It's a dumb idol. But verse 19, this is what I highlighted right here, the first part of verse 19. Woe unto him that saith to the wood, awake, to the dumb stone, arise, it shall teach. Behold, it is laid over with gold and silver, and there is no breath at all in the midst of it. Like, is that not what Geppetto did? What's Pinocchio made out of? Wood, right? He's carved out of wood. And what did Geppetto say? I wish he was alive. What does the Bible say? Woe unto him that saith to the wood, awake. This is this. Oh my goodness. So when you see like that first part of Pinocchio, it's like this is totally against what the Bible teaches right here. But how did they sell it? Family friendly, innocent, pure, good nature, good in nature. It's very deceptive. It is very deceptive. And that's why I put in the title how Disney has used Pinocchio to deceive the man. It's very deceptive, right? And then parents put their children in front of this. And just so y'all aren't thinking like, oh, Micah, you just came across this because Disney's putting out a Pinocchio movie and you're just trying to, hop on its coattails. Oh, man. Oh, great. I don't know. Oh, this is awful. So I have my Bible from 1999 right here, and I could kick myself for losing its place. I really could. I had right here. I wrote it down if I can find it. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. That's the New Testament. Oh, little. Hang on here. Ezekiel. Yeah, it's gotta be in here. Oh, there we go. I just had it right there. Habakkuk. I'm sorry. I don't know why. This is okay. So I've had this Bible since 1999. In 2004, this this oh, this Bible this torn up. Oh, that's so embarrassing. That's that's when you know you got a good Bible, right? Or at least you've been good about reading it. Right? If you got one of those truck Bibles that the leather is still fresh with just a little bit of dust on it, that's not a real Bible. But I wrote in there, you can see Disney is evil, not innocent. And then there was 2004, and I'm just going through my Bible here. And Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 19. Woe to him who says the wood, come to life, or to the lifeless stone, wake up. Right? And 2004, I saw this. What is that? 16? Let me see. It's 2022, 16, 18. 18 years ago. 18 years ago, I saw this. I saw this 18 years ago. That's why, and I wasn't kidding when I said, like, I have like a level of discernment that's in tune with stuff like this. So I'll end it right there. But little cliffhanger, there's a rabbit hole. And if y'all want to see how far this rabbit hole does go, I mean, as far as, I can put in a slideshow here, you have to wait for part 2. I'm going to make this right after this one, but it's very interesting. Very interesting. So hope you all got something out of this. If you hope you all got something out of this. God bless y'all. And I'm going to end this meeting for all right there. All right. Y'all take care. God bless.